Today, we're going to be talking all about selling and connecting. We are going to start with, before we get into any specifics when it comes to selling or talking to people, your mindset. Because before you get into selling and what your conversations look like and what specific things you're going to say, how you're going to sell, you need to have engraved in your mind, what is your brand? What are your business ethics? How are you presenting yourself? How are you presenting your product? What is your aesthetic? All of that tone needs to be engraved in what you put out, whether it's a post, whether it's your content, whether it's your conversations with people, your comments on other posts. It's really important to have that locked in. Who is your target audience? What do your analytics look like? Mindset. Have engraved in your mind, who is your brand? What is your tone? What is your aesthetic? How are you reaching out to people? I see a lot of people that want to start getting into digital marketing or business in general, right? And you have the talent, you have the skills, you have something of value that you can present and sell. There's no question about if what you have will sell. It absolutely can. But your mindset behind your voice is so important. But I wake up every morning passionate. I wake up every morning hungry. I wake up every morning and tell myself, whether it's out loud or mentally, today's going to be a great day. Today I'm going to make sales. Today I'm going to make money. Today I'm going to cash out. Today I'm going to build connections, and I'm going to, I am going to do this. This is going to happen. The video I posted this morning, it was very much, you need to wake up, and every interaction you have with anybody, every time you post content, every time you're making and editing content, your mindset needs to be, people are going to buy this. I am going to get this sale. They are going to buy from me. What I have has value. It is going to bring them ease. It's going to bring them whatever pain points of your audience that you're trying to solve. It is going to do that for people. So that is the first and foremost important thing before, after knowing your target audience, knowing your branding, knowing your tone and everything like that, is having that mindset every single day. I don't care if yesterday sucked. I don't care if a bunch of skeptics commented on something you posted somewhere and they were like, you're a scammer, la 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 la. I don't care. If you've had a week where you've had no sales, if you've been doing this for 4 weeks and you've had no sales, no traction, that's going to change. Because first of all, you're in this group, you're watching this video, that's going to change. Okay. I don't care what the past history has been for you. Wake up every day and practice that mindset. It is powerful. It is so powerful. The next thing I want to jump into when it comes to selling is connecting before selling. This is huge. Connection. We're connecting, we're not selling. I will preach and preach and preach and preach this over and over and over again. Okay. A lot of ways to gain trust and be seen, get visibility, and do it ethically and do it the right way. Okay. You guys in this group, I better not ever see you guys, all those posts, all those comments. If you post something in the group, like, this is what I'm going through my life, and I'm really struggling, and I need to know how to do this, and da 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 da, and they're like, oh my God, I would love to help you. Please message me. Oh my God, I just DM'd you. Da 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 da. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Being secretive, to lead people into what you have, that doesn't work. It doesn't work. Be genuine. You're not going into groups and interacting with people to, hey, I have this product that would be great for you, and this is why, buy it. They're going to be like, I don't give a shit. And then they're going to have 10, 15 other comments in their posts within an hour that are saying the same thing. So why are they going to choose you? Why are they going to interact with you or send you a message? Okay. Don't cold message people. Let people come to you. Okay. And they're going to come to you because you're offering value and you're offering authentic, genuine information. It's the reason you guys are here. You do something similar like that for your product or your business or your coaching or mentorship or whatever. Okay. So a lot of it is a balancing what you give versus not wanting to give everything that you have to where people don't feel a need to come to you. Okay. Like you want to have a balance between giving out information and giving value, but not giving all of it away. Right. But you don't want to be authentic and, you know, give value and have good comments to, in the end, just be like, well, that's all I've got for today. So if you want the rest, come buy this. Because again, that's very salesy. That's very, what's your ulterior motive? You know what I mean? Believe, and again, this goes back to mindset. Believe what you have is valuable. Believe people need it. Believe in why they need it and what it is going to do for them, and that they will buy it. So when I got started, a lot of what I did was just build visibility. Okay. I wasn't trying to sell people off the bat. I wasn't trying to just throw my link out there and throw my products out there, even if it was valuable, even if it could help so-and-so do blank, blank, blank with their pain points. Okay. I was trying to get in the community and be heard and be seen. A lot of you that I've spoken to personally have a trust with me. And I want you to just kind of think about like our conversations that we have had, or maybe it's posts that you've seen of mine. What is it about those conversations we've had and about the posts that you've seen in Girls Gone Faceless that made you want to listen to what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like literally take that and write notes about it. Like, oh, she made me feel heard. She didn't make me feel pressured. She listened to my story. She gave me guidance that made sense and worked for me, and it made me want to learn more from her. Another really important thing that's going to sound super obvious. Please know what it is that you're selling so that this connection that you're going to build with people is possible and makes sense. Okay. I've ranted about this before, but there's so many people that want to go into ways to make money and reselling these courses, which you don't have to go that route. Okay. But there's so many people that they're like, I just need to make money fast. Like my car payment's coming up. Like I got to do this, this, and this, and this. And they will buy done for you products or PLO products, or even these super expensive, like UBC courses, roadmap courses that do have value. And they just jump right into selling them because they can, because they have the rights to do that, and think, okay, this is a popular product. People are making $17,000 a month. I can sell this, no problem. And they don't even go through the material. They're not even looking at in depth everything that is in what they're about to sell and present to be able to talk about it with other people. And that's going to hurt you so bad. You're going to look like you don't know what you're talking about. You're going to look like you're just selling something and you don't know the value in it. You can't have confidence in something that you haven't went through. Okay. A side note also, please proofread every done for you product you ever purchase. With my journey, and granted, I've been doing this for maybe a week and a half now. I've had 14 sales since I started, but before I launched, okay, before I made any social media accounts from scratch, 0 following, I bought my bundle that had 11 guides in it, taught me about Instagram, the algorithm, TikTok, YouTube, ChatGPT, how to sell, email marketing, branding, target, all of that. Okay. I bought a bundle with 11 guides. I downloaded all the guides. I got a notebook specifically for my business, and I went through, I took about 3 to 4 days, and I went through it like all day. I treated it like a job. I took notes. I took away or wrote down my takeaways. On the side, I would have little notes. Okay, this is how I'm going to implement this into my brand and my business. I absorbed everything that I was going to be selling. I know the ins and outs of it. I know how it can be applied. I know how to talk about it with people, what it's done for me. And I use that information. So once I got through everything, okay, I did all my stuff with like getting my products up, setting up my stand store, yada, yada, yada. And I implemented that knowledge. So what I learned about content and keywords, SEO, call to actions, hooks, all of that stuff. I launched my social media. I started posting content. I optimized my bio, had my link set up. I did everything it taught me to do. I did all of that. And this is what I'm about to tell you is a key to something that you can kind of use when you don't have testimonials yet, when you don't have income screenshots, when you don't have proof of what you're selling and how successful you are right now. Okay. I took all that knowledge. I launched my Instagram, my TikTok, my Pinterest, my Facebook page, and I started posting content. I started doing the engagement that I was learning. I started doing all the things I learned in this guide, and I watched my following grow. I watched my reach grow, and I kept track of these things. So I could go and say, or make a post and say, I bought this bundle, and with implementing what I've learned in this bundle, I grew my page to 100 followers organically. I'm not paying for ads. I'm not doing follow for follow trains. Excuse me. I'm not doing any of that like tricky, sneaky type of stuff to get following. I'm organically growing it from what I've learned. I've got, a 1,000 reach in just a couple days of launching my Instagram, doing what I learned in these. So do you necessarily have a sale yet? Not really, but you're backing up what it is that you're trying to sell, and you're actually showing this can work without having to show, oh, I've made this much money. So that is a way that you can back up what you're saying to have people put trust in you. Another thing that you can do in the beginning, just because, again, one of the biggest questions is like, I don't have anything to show people, or, blah, blah, blah. How am I going to sell this? Create a freebie. So many things you can do. I created a freebie. My freebie is a Canva 101 crash course guide. Teaches you all about Canva, because Canva is essential. So that was my freebie. And I didn't have a sale yet, or, offers or testimonials to really go off of. So I created my freebie. I set up email marketing, but what it's going to do is entice people and draw people to you because you're offering something for free. People love free stuff. Okay. Are you going to get people that, put their email in and get the freebie and you never hear from them? They don't even open your emails and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that's going to happen. But are there going to be people that can convert to sales because you have good email sequences and, they're going to buy from you? That is going to happen. That's a really good way to get leads and get people to see your other products because your email marketing is promoting them. Another really awesome thing is to offer something free. Emily, you might send out something like, the first 5 people to comment on this post, I'm going to send you a free craft of your choice. And you select what that product range is. It might not be something that took you hours to make and is a $40 product, but maybe it's like the $2 keychains. And they can, have a selection of what they choose from to send out in exchange for a review of the product. People do this in commercial businesses all the time. And that way it starts you with something. It starts you with some credibility. It starts you with kind of getting your footing in and getting the ball rolling. If you do services, super easy to do this. It's something I did personally because I started out as a faceless account, got really bored in the first day or two and decided I wanted to show my face and show my personality and listen to myself talk, and started selling products. And then as I started talking to people, I realized I want to do the servicing side of this because I like seeing people's journey. I like helping people be successful and seeing their potential. Like, there's no feeling that can really cap that for me. So I offered like 10 people free coaching and mentorship, no strings attached. Don't pay me for anything. Don't give me your email. They just reached out to me. We went over their goals, and I did for them what I would do for somebody if they paid for my services and my coaching in exchange for testimonials. Make a separate folder in your phone, like your media gallery. Make a separate folder that is just for testimonials. When you get your first sale, screenshot an email of congratulations, you made a sale. And then you can say, oh, I got my first sale in X amount of time. There are some people that want to get into doing a business online, not to make $10,000 a month. Of course, that sounds fucking great. Like, yeah, let me save up for my dream house in a year, and buy it in cash. Sure. But there are genuinely people that want to keep their 9-to-5 job. They don't, even if they had something successful, they don't necessarily want to quit their job and do this, right? They just want to make a couple $100 extra a week. The economy is crazy. Like, there's people that are middle class that are having a hard time buying groceries. Like, they want to live comfortably and keep their job and do something on the side. Like, there's so many different people that you can obtain and apply stuff to, you know? So that's my recommendation for the whole, I haven't made a sale yet, or, you know, I don't have any street cred. Like, what do I do in the beginning? Okay. Don't be afraid to be personal. Sell your story. I was so excited when I made my first sale in 2 days. Okay. Like I said, doing the things that I just told you, offering a freebie, connecting with people, going into groups, and just giving advice without having a string attached, giving genuine tips that people can use for free. And a lot of people are going to take that and run, but then a lot of other people are going to be intrigued and be like, oh my gosh, she's like really wanting to help people and really cares about people and their journey and what they need. I'm going to go message her and see what else she offers, or I'm going to go look at her website and see what she has that can help me because I trust her. And then when you get that first sale, run with that. Okay. That's where things start really taking off. And it's like, you know, okay, I got my first sale in 2 days. I say that sentence alone and people are like, huh? How? Please help me, teach me. And then I can start building that connection, and I can tell my story, and I can ask them probing questions and get them to open up to me about, you know, what their goals are. What are they doing that's not working? And I listen more than I'm speaking. Your story with what you're selling is going to really separate you from other people, especially when you're doing faceless content. And I just want to be totally blunt with you guys. A lot of what I'm seeing and you know, faceless accounts and faceless content is becoming like a trending thing right now. And I feel like a lot of people are wanting to do that for the wrong reason. Now, if you're someone that's really shy, you're really introverted, you can't sit here and talk, you can't make content, I get that. But I think there's a lot of people going into faceless marketing because there's this notion that it's easier because you don't have to make content of yourself or talkovers or voiceovers. You can use trending audio and faceless reels. But I'm here to tell you, when you have a faceless account, it is much harder, in my opinion, to sell and to build a brand. It's not impossible. You can do it. But in my opinion, it takes more work because there's not a visual, real person behind the content, behind the captions and what you're selling. A lot of faceless reels are being reused from, you know, content bundles that you're buying or seeing on Etsy or Canva or other digital marketers. A lot of it's being reused. So when you're going through your Instagram feed or your TikTok feed, seeing these faceless accounts, they're using the same types of videos. Everything looks the same. So how are you differentiating your faceless account compared to the next 10 videos you're going to see of other faceless accounts? So when you become personal, that really can set you apart from other people. But when it's faceless, you have to work a lot harder to put that genuineness into your account and that warmth in your account that is going to let people open up to you or even attract them to look at more of your stuff, to be honest with you. I just want to be very upfront that faceless accounts, in my opinion, take a lot more work than if you're showing your face, if you're the one talking, or even if you don't want to do that and you just are uncomfortable with speaking and stuff like that. You can have a faceless account and use your own faceless videos. I'm really big into telling people to do B-roll content, which is, it could be anything. Like you go to the park and you get like a 10-second video of nature. You sit down and set your phone on the coffee table in the morning and take a 10-second video of you drinking your coffee and looking out the window or something, like, or the back of you, like if you don't want to show your face, right? Literally every day, make your own B-roll content and stick it in a B-roll content folder and use that for your videos instead of all of these like women walking in the street, dropping their trench coat and looking fine as hell. And like, you know, just that is going to work better and be more authentic. And also social media is not going to flag your post as unoriginal because there's been a huge algorithm change. I'm going to get back on topic soon, I promise. But there's been a huge algorithm change in people using these videos and these stock videos and these Canva templates that people are buying over and over and over again. So it looks like it's not original and looks like it was taken somewhere else, and they're flagging your videos. They're not pushing it out to the algorithm. You don't want to just go into a conversation of, dang, that sucks that you're struggling to get views on your videos, and like, or maybe you're getting views and they're not converting to sales. Here's what I have that can help you. Because again, sorry to be blunt, but nobody's going to give a shit. Like, nobody's going to care, because there's 56 million other people that are going to hit them with the same thing. You need to connect. Okay. Don't sell right away. Like, yeah, man, I really feel that I went through that. And when I started, this is what I struggled with, and be specific. Like, you know, this is what I realized I was doing wrong, da 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 da. Connect with them, get them to open up and have some conversation before it gets to that sale point. When it does get to that sale point, don't be afraid to sell. Go back to that mindset we talked about earlier in the video. Let's say you're selling an ebook on overcoming anxiety. And just keep an open mind when we go through these examples, guys, that it doesn't have to be an ebook on overcoming anxiety. It could be an ebook on how to create your own digital planners. It could be an ebook on how to emerge as a beginner artist. It could be an ebook about anything in your niche. And you don't have to sell a course. You don't have to sell a course, guys. You have a customer reach out to you and they're like, I'm struggling with anxiety and looking for some help. And this doesn't even have to be in a message, because, like, again, I'm not a fan of cold messaging. Half the time people are not even going to see the message. It's going to go into their spam request. You might get a couple sales from doing that, but you're not, like, your business is not going to take off from you cold messaging people. I promise you. Let people come to you. And it's going to be more authentic, and you're going to get more sales. And a lot of times those people are going to come back and buy more things from you because of the connection and the way that you did it. Okay. So let's say you're doing engagement in Facebook and you're in those communities because you've watched my other videos about target audience and how to break out of that bubble of just engaging with your niche, and your whatever field you're in. You're challenging yourself to look at your target audience and say, okay, besides planners, besides organization, okay, besides crafting, or for me, okay, besides digital marketing, what other types of communities are my target audience people interested in? And you're engaging in those. You see somebody posting about, I'm struggling with anxiety, I'm looking for some help, blah, da, 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 da. Your automatic thought is not going to be, I'm going to sell them my ebook about overcoming anxiety, or I'm going to sell them my anxiety planner. You're going to relate, you're going to empathize, you're going to storytell. You're not selling it first, okay? I'm going to read you the prompt that ChatGPT gave me and just kind of elaborate on it. So the response ChatGPT says to give is, I completely understand. A few years ago, I was in the same place, feeling overwhelmed by anxiety every day. Give examples. That's why I wrote blank. It's a step-by-step guide based on what truly helped me regain control and find peace. It's filled with practical tips and personal stories that make it very relatable. And then it has at the end, would you like to give it a try? I don't like that. I don't think people should do. Would you like to buy this? No, we're not, because that doesn't fit the mindset of they need this and they're going to buy it. Okay. So after you say it's filled with practical tips and personal stories that make it very relatable, and then you provide the book. Now, I wouldn't recommend throwing that out at the end at your very first response. Again, we're going back to focusing on connection and conversation. So if this is on a public post in a group or something and you're just commenting and relating and storytelling, let them reply to your comment before you try to sell them on anything. Let them reply to your comment and elaborate more on what they're going through, what they're struggling with, and keep doing those steps. Relate to what they're saying. Give your own experience of what you went through. And then at the end, when it's gotten a little bit more deeper and you've had the connection and stuff established, that's when you can go and talk about what you wrote, why you wrote it, and what it's done for you, and leave access to it. And don't have the mindset of every interaction you have, even if you're building connection and building trust and relating and doing all of that great stuff, you don't have to try to sell somebody every interaction, okay? Because there are people that are very skeptical, and I think they have right to be. that they're going to see you pop up and pop up and pop up and give good information, but they still might be skeptical. So they're going to go and click on your name in that group and see what other comments you're leaving on people's stuff. What types of things are you posting? And they might have liked your initial comment or the way you engage with somebody. But if they see that every time you talk to somebody, you're trying to sell them, you're asking them to DM you, you're always trying to sell something with that interaction, that's going to turn them off, even if they like that initial engagement that you had with somebody, because they know your ulterior motive is to sell. So you want to have things that people can find that you're doing that have no end goal. You're just genuinely helping. You're just genuinely wanting to see people succeed or have a good resource because you care, okay? And you do care. Some other examples. Online course. It says online photography course. A customer says or has a post, whatever. I've always wanted to learn photography, but never found the time. And then the response ChatGPT gives is, I felt the same way before I took the leap. One of my students, Sarah, that's a really good thing to do too, is like when you do start getting people that have bought from you or have used your service, relate stories of their success or their joy from your product into what you're telling other people, because it establishes that you have sold to people and have that credibility that we talked about earlier. So I like this a lot. One of my students, Sarah, was in a similar position. She had a full-time job and 2 kids, but managed to learn and now captures stunning moments of her family. My course, I would probably reword this. ChatGPT can sound very salesy, even when you try to make it not sound salesy. So like, if you need help with that at all, let me know. But ChatGPT says, my course, Capture the Moment, is designed for busy people and can be done at your own pace. Imagine the joy of capturing your life's precious moments beautifully. That sounds like a commercial. We are not using that last line. But I do like how they said, when they were describing the course, is designed for busy people and can be done at your own pace. Like the way that they told that benefit and like the relatability in that is amazing. What I necessarily started with like, oh, well, my course, does this, I like the first example when it was like, oh, well, I struggled or my client struggled with this, and this, and that led me to create blank because blank. You know what I mean? So yeah, those are 2 examples thus far. People are frustrated with, I don't want to sell courses and this is an MLM and blah, 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 blah. I posted about digital marketing in a mom's group the other day because people were asking about side hustles and somebody was interested in it. And this person replied and was like, she's a scammer. We're banning her from this group. And so I like, but it's not like, it's not a scam. Like there's so many options. Like digital marketing is getting such a bad rep and it's frustrating because there are people out here like me, like in Bree, that really want to see people succeed and teach people how to do it. And it's not buy this course so I can teach you how to sell the course to people. Like, you don't have to sell a fucking course. My advice when it comes to when you're starting out and you're learning what platforms do I want to be on, my target audience, branding, and learning these things that I learned before I launched and not having money to do that. This is going to sound really cheesy and probably very obvious, but look at where you are right now. There are resources that exist. Okay. Somebody somewhere is always offering freebies. So, you can get freebies, and a lot of people offer freebies that have PLR, MRR resale rights, and you can use that as your freebie to get testimonial and to get people on your email list. And there is a lot of times knowledge in there that can be very beneficial and teach you things. But the pain point and the problem for a lot of people that are doing it that way or going like on YouTube Academy or YouTube or TikTok to learn these things is you're getting all this information in bits and pieces. And it gets to a point where it's like information overload and it's like, oh, okay, I know how to do this. I know how to do this. But like how in a straight line, what is the process? you know, how do I really go about doing this? And it doesn't make sense because there's so much going through my brain. So I do want to give you guys kind of like a sneak peek as well. I'm going to plug myself for a minute about this Canva vault that I have. Like, I want to show you guys how amazing it actually is. You can literally resell the whole entire vault. Excuse me. Or you can pick what products you want and download them and resell individual, like you could resell 274 products. So I'm going to kind of give you a glimpse of what this looks like. This is what it looks like. And when you open it in Canva, okay, and if you wanted to just save this whole vault, you would just go up to share in Canva and you would just download it, or not download it, but if you're reselling the vault for people to get access to the templates, you would want to make a template link over here. Bria's given this advice: never, ever, ever in Canva use collaboration link, because then people can edit things and it messes things up for other people that have the template. Always use template link. So it has instructions on how to use it. There's a section for planners, journals, and workbooks. There is a list. Let me zoom in on this a little bit. So this is literally all of the planners and journals that it has. And so like literally you would just click on something and it has the Canva link for that particular product. Planners, trackers, journals, la la la. There's a section for social media templates. So Facebook post templates, carousel templates for photo carousels, highlight post templates, different niches for these. And this is my favorite part, done for you ebooks. There's gold right here, guys. There are so many business books in here that can cover things that you can learn. There's a drop shipping ebook, affiliate marketing ebook. There is launch your online course ebook, print on demand profits ebook. Here we go. Email building hacks ebook, sales funnel secrets ebook. These are like 60 to 80 page books with like really good information. And let's go get those sales today, guys. Let's do this.